How do you go from being somebody's best friend to their worst enemy? How do you go from being somebody's bestie to their arch enemy? That's the situation today between Tonto Dikeh and Bobrisky, who were close friends before, but today they don't even want to see each other. Matter of fact, today they are dragging each other by the wigs and the breasticles on the streets of Instagram, and it's so funny. So you guys know love and hatred are two polar opposites, but it's very easy for somebody who loves you to become your enemy. It's very easy for somebody who loves you to become your worst nightmare, because there are two feelings that are two extremes. And when somebody loves you so much, they become close to you. They know you, they know your secrets, they know your in and outs, they know how you run things. And when they turn against you tomorrow, they know all your secrets. So it's very easy for them to be your worst nemesis. They can expose your secrets to the world. They can say all these things about you. They can even manufacture some secrets and add there just to make you look bad in the public's eye. So that's the situation in which Tonto Dikeh and Bobrisky are faced with today. So Tonto and Bobrisky have been fighting each other over the years. They've not really told us the genesis of their problem. Like I always say, Tonto and Bobrisky never sit talk. Till today, I believe that these two people have surely functioned with the same guy, and then small jealousy pass inside. Now he make the chakara so you guys know it was only 2 years ago when Tonto Dikeh and Bobrisky were in Dubai, chopping life, running things, doing shopping sprees here and there. Whether waiting happen for that Dubai trip, or we don't know. But today, the issues that they having started from that particular Dubai trip. So it was alleged that they went to see the same rich billionaire guy in Dubai. Maybe they went to function with the same rich Dubai billionaire, and whether waiting happen, no, I don't know. That's where their drama started. So Tonto Dikeh and Bobrisky were besties few years ago. You know, Bobrisky was just the cross-dresser that was struggling to make a name for himself on the internet. He was the joke of the town. Nobody really took him seriously. Everybody was just laughing at him, provoking him, calling him names like Sheem and all that kinds of things. But Tonto got close to Bobrisky and she gave him prominence. Whether Bobrisky wants to accept it today or not, Tonto made Bobrisky point blank, period. So Bobrisky was a joke of the town. Nobody ever took him seriously and they never thought he would amount to anything. When Tonto got close to Bobrisky, then she gave him prominence, she gave him fame. She showed people that Bobrisky could be loved. She showed people that Bobrisky could be something if he wanted to be. She showed people that Bobrisky could be trusted, and she held his hand, introduced him to her jewelry sellers, introduced him to fellow actors and actresses, introduced him to famous people in Lagos and Abuja. That's how Bobrisky rose to prominence. And then it's true that Tonto gave him a certain degree of platform and followers through her name. She gave him street credits. She gave him, prominence in the social media world, and that's how he was known on Instagram. So I'm not really going to say Tonto made Bobrisky 100% because somebody can introduce you to the world, but if you're not interested enough, the world will stop watching. So Tonto introduced Bobrisky. She helped introduce him. She helped give him a platform, and then he built on the platform based on his own character. So together, Tonto and Bobrisky contributed in making the brand name Bobrisky today. Whether he wants to accept it or not, that's just the story. Point blank. Period. So Tonto and Bobrisky became friends, and Bobrisky had money. You know, people who do cross-dressing, they function with a lot of billionaires, a lot of rich men are Bobrisky's clients. They give him money all the time, so he's rich. So, and Tonto now is just a struggling actress that at the time, she was like still struggling to stand on her feet and all that. So making her small money from acting here and there. Bobrisky was the rich friend in the relationship. Tonto brought the fame, Tonto brought the platform, Bobrisky brought the money. So Tonto will introduce Bobrisky to places, and Bobrisky will pay, sponsor all these trips. And they went to Dubai, they were having a good time, they went shopping. Tonto couldn't even pay all of her bills. Bobrisky paid. I mean, Bobrisky was the mama of the relationship. He had the money. Tonto had the connections, Bobrisky had the money. So they will go shopping, Bobrisky will pay. They will sleep in the hotel, Bobrisky will pay. They will order food, other stuff, Bobrisky will pay. And Tonto was loyal to Bobrisky. She stayed with Bobrisky even when the whole internet was insulting Bobrisky that Bobrisky's yansh was leaking pulse because he was doing blood injections and all that. So people were insulting Bobrisky all over the internet. Tonto stuck by him. She stuck her neck out for him. You know, we're in Africa where cross-dressing and all these kinds of things are not really accepted that way, but Tonto stuck her neck out for Bobrisky. She really gave him acceptance. The fact that she accepted him make other people accept him. So the relationship was mutually beneficial. You know, I'm helping you out, I'm introducing you to my connections, you are helping me with your own small money and all that stuff, and our relationship is sustainable that way. So something happened when they went to Dubai. The relationship spoiled there, and they've never told us till today, but I feel like it concerns a man. It feels like they were fighting for the same man. They clashed over the same guy. I don't know whether they had a threesome or whatever. I don't know. They still have not told us so today, but I feel like there's a guy in between Tonto and Bobrisky. That's the issue why they have so much bitterness down there. The issue is not the 5 million they want you to believe. Bobrisky is a billionaire. No, not a billionaire. He has hundreds of millions. There's not a reason why he will be fighting over 5 million naira. The issue is not 5 million naira. So when Bobrisky clashes with Tonto on the internet, we try to ask him like, Bob, what's happening? In the comment section, he tells us, Bob and Tonto is owing me 5 million. It's not 5 million, Bobrisky. Your weekly giveaway is more than 5 million. You have money more than that. The issue is not the 5 million Tonto is owing you. Bobrisky is bent on telling the world that Tonto is owing him 5 million. It's deeper than 5 million. And one day they go talk. So now, what happened after that 2019 visit to Dubai? They fell apart. Tonto went her way, Bobrisky went his own way. So that's how you could see that the friendship had ended. But on the internet, every time somebody tries to drag Tonto, Bobrisky will jump and enter the fight and try to throw weight behind the person, try to support the person. Churchill, Tonto's ex, came out to fight Tonto. Bobrisky jumped on the matter supporting Churchill. Rosie Mura, Churchill's new wife, jumped to fight Tonto. Bobrisky jumped on the matter to support Rosie Mura. Kemi Olunoyo, veteran journalist, jumped to fight Tonto. Bobrisky again jumped on the matter to support Kemi Olunoyo. So, Bob, what's really paining you about Tonto that every time her name is mentioned, you cannot contain yourself? Like, you cannot hold yourself. Literally, you must jump and enter the matter. What is happening? What are you guys not telling us? Was Tonto at one point dating Bobrisky silently and they were not telling us? Were they a couple? Because the way they are making now, it seems like a bitter couple. You know, when you've dated somebody behind, on the down low, when you've dated somebody hush, the world never got to know. Outside there, we're seeing besties. We never really know what happened behind closed doors, because this amount of jealousy, this amount of bitterness, it feels like jealous lovers to me. I mean, the way they are making it feels like they had functioned in the past and they are just too ashamed to admit it. They are just too ashamed to tell the world. And every little thing that Tonto does, Bobrisky jump on the matter to give his own opinion. All right, let's focus on the matter on the ground. What happened? What exactly happened that Bobrisky jumped on this matter again? Stay tuned as we break it down. So this is how the entire wahala started. You guys know Tonto Dike's ex now, Popoguri. Popoguri's house was demolished by the government. So as his house was demolished, he constructed his house in a place where he was not supposed to. So the government took a decision and demolished the house. So Popoguri was crying like, "Chai, all my money I spent on this house, so government just come demolish my house just like that. I've lost all this money." No problem now. I'm a tough guy. I mean, a man can only fall down 7 times, but he will rise again. I'm a strong guy. I'll bounce back on my feet. I'll build another mansion, even better than this one. So as Popoguri was crying on the internet that his house is gone, Tonto Dikeh started laughing, started rejoicing. You know, Popoguri too is not easy. He has showed Tonto Dikeh colors in the past. So Tonto came out to rejoice at his downfall, to rejoice at his failure, to rejoice at the fact that his house is being demolished. So as Tonto was rejoicing, veteran journalist Kemi Olunoyo granted an interview where she spoke to Popoguri to ask him about the demolition of his house. And during the course of that interview, she raised Tonto Dikeh's name. She said, "Popoguri, do you think Tonto Dikeh has anything to do with your house's demolition? Because Tonto also has her friends in the federal government. Do you think she had used one of her government connects to influence your house being demolished?" Popoguri said, "Nah, Auntie Kemi, leave that in. Although Tonto likes to feel like she's that important, like she knows too many people in the government, I don't feel like she's connected enough to cause my house to be demolished. I don't think Tonto is behind the demolition. I know she's using my name on her page to rejoice that my house has been destroyed, but it's all for clout. Tonto cannot cause my house to be demolished." So that's what Popoguri said. Tonto Dikeh now sat her in her home and heard that Auntie Kemi Olunoyo was accusing her on Instagram. So she came to address Auntie Kemi. "Auntie Kemi, I day my own day. Let me be my day. Day your day as I day my day. I've not called your name, Auntie Kemi. I don't even first of all know you personally like that. Don't mention my name. Worst of all, don't accuse me of being the reason why Popoguri's house is being demolished. Matter of fact, if I hear my name in your mouth one more time, I'm coming to that Lagos to beat you up, to teach you a lesson. Stop mentioning my name, woman." So Tonto threatened Auntie Kemi that she's going to go to Lagos and beat Auntie Kemi up. So Auntie Kemi too went to her Instagram page and typed, "You know her now, she's a journalist. You cannot taunt a journalist, you cannot taunt a blogger. They will come back for you. They have their platform. They will continue giving it to you back to back." So Auntie Kemi is a journalist. She took to her page and said, "Tonto, I'm in Lagos. Come and find me. You think I'm scared of you? Come and find me." Tonto, Tonto, her head too is shaking. Tonto immediately jumped on the next available flight, boom, from Abuja to Lagos. She got to Lagos. And then Auntie Kemi was like, "Tonto, I'm waiting for you. Where are you? You say you're coming to show me a lesson in Lagos, my own city. Lagos girl like me, a proud Lagosian. You want to come and teach me a lesson in my city? Tonto, where are you now? I'm waiting for you. Do not show up. Running mouth." Tonto is a toothless bulldog, paper tiger on Instagram. You guys should not be afraid of Tonto. Yeah, I am. Kemi waiting for Tonto. Tonto is not here. So Tonto too went and recorded the video. Say, "Auntie Kemi, you say I'm not here. What is this video? Is this not Lagos? Is this not the vicinity of Lagos? This is me, live and direct in Lagos. I'm coming to your location. Matter of fact, check your email. I've sent you a location. That email, show up in that location in 2 hours. Let me teach you a lesson. Let me beat you black and blue." So as Tonto now proved the fact that she's actually in Lagos, she's actually ready to pounce on Auntie Kemi. Auntie Kemi run, enter the matter again. So she realized who she's dealing with, that Tonto is actually that crazy. Tonto can actually do it. And to get me fear the matter, now she ran. So Bobrisky, now being the jealous ex-bestie, every time Tonto's name is mentioned anyway, Bobrisky will jump and enter the matter. That's how Bobrisky jumped and entered this matter. He jumped and bought the case from Auntie Kemi. He slid into Auntie Kemi's DMs, sent Auntie Kemi a message saying, Auntie Kemi, I deal with you. No mind that Tonto, na paper tiger, na toothless bulldog. She cannot do anything. Auntie Kemi, I deal with you strong. Even if not legally, I will help you fight. If you need lawyer, if you need money, resources, anything, me, Bobrisky, I will stand behind you. This matter, we will fight Tonto. So that's how Bobrisky is. Such a jealous ex-best friend. You are no longer friends with somebody. What's your business? Every time they mention their name, you jump and enter the matter. What is really paining you, Bob? Were you in love with Tonto and Tonto did not reciprocate the love? Did you want to date her and she said no? What's your issue? What's your deal? What's really paining you that every time this woman's name is mentioned, you come out and do this to her? That's somebody who stuck by you when the whole was insulting you, that your butt was leaking pus. That's somebody who stuck by you and was being careful with you, loving you, taking care of you, regardless of everything. Nigeria's even threatened Tonto that she was supporting you for being a sheim, but Tonto still stuck her neck out for you. What is your problem that you come back to buy this woman every time her name is mentioned? And so Bobrisky jumped onto the matter. Oh, Tonto too not take and lying down. Tonto saw Bobrisky. Auntie Kemi shared the screenshot where Bobrisky jumped in her inbox to support her and tell her that Tonto is trash. Tonto can do her nothing. So Kemi too shared the issue on her Instagram page. Kemi understands what it means to share drama. She's a blogger. She's a journalist. She knows what it means to stir drama. So as she shared it on her page now, English will not shame us. That's how the matter went everywhere. Bloggers were sharing it. Oh, Bobrisky don't enter matter. Oh, violence everywhere. It go hot. Bobrisky don't enter matter. So Tonto waking up the next morning, finding out that Bobrisky had entered the matter that typically did not concern him. Tonto came out to say, Bobrisky, I'm not even talking to you. These issues between me and Auntie Kemi, stay your place. Bobrisky, day your day as a day my day. I never concerned myself with things about you. We were friends, we are no longer friends. And me, when I make somebody an ex-friend, I no longer care about you. You're dead to me. I don't care about your existence, Bobrisky. Stay your own side, though. Day your day as a day my day. I'm not mentioning your name. I'm not friends with you. Stay out of my business. So Tonto came out to say that Bobrisky was struggling to involve himself in the matter. Tonto said, Bobrisky, stay out of my matter. Oh. Then Tonto went ahead to post a couple of videos of Bobrisky, a couple of pictures of Bobrisky when he was still struggling before Tonto picked him up and gave him prominence. So she shared a couple of old pictures of Bobrisky, like, look at you, senior man. This is how you were struggling before. Nobody knew you before I picked you up. So Bobrisky took him and replied to that and said, Tonto, no be only you know how to share pictures. See your old picture then too. You two, you were nobody. Our relationship was mutually beneficial. You helped me and I helped you. So that's how they were exchanging words at each other. Oh, Bobrisky went and brought old files. Tonto, by the way, you're owing me 5 million naira. How many years today? Pay my 5 million, pay my money, you broke girl. You're on the internet claiming to be rich when you're broke. You can't even pay your debtors. Tonto too went and brought an old video of Bobrisky's debtors coming to collect the debt. Bob, you say I owe you. Are these not people in front of your house looking for you to pay their money to? You two are also a debtor. So we are both debtors. What are you trying to claim here? Tonto, Bobrisky came out again. No, Tonto, look at you. You can't even keep a man. All your men are running away from you. Your husband, no. Your boyfriends, everybody's running away from you because you're like that. You're smoking strong cigarettes. People don't like you because you're taking those hard drinks. And when you take those things, you start to behave like you're crazy, like somebody who have lost their mind. Tonto, nobody can be close to you. You can't even take care of a man. You can't even make a man happy. Popo Giri was complaining that this thing is too big, it's too wide. He cannot even enjoy himself when he's with you. So Bobrisky really went there. He really went and said all these humiliating things about Tonto when Tonto did not even say anything to him. The fight was not even between two of them. Bobrisky will not cease to seize any opportunity, to catch any opportunity to jump and humiliate Tonto. Insulted Tonto, insulted how she cannot keep a man, how her this thing is too wide and loose, it cannot even make a man happy. Insulting that, see, Bobrisky, to be friends with this kind of people, better be single, or better don't even have any friend, because these are the devils. The things he came out to say about Tonto, you yourself, you'll be shocked. Under normal circumstances, where does an actress like Tonto Dikeh find somebody like Bobrisky to be friends with? Under normal circumstances, Bobrisky and Tonto no be levels now. But because of the way the world today is, she's helped him and he's risen to fame, he's risen to prominence, and now he's biting the fingers that fed him. It's really unfortunate to see the stage at which these two are. A lot of nasty details have been shared. Bobrisky is insulting Tonto, Tonto is insulting Bobrisky. They are going back and forth, and I cannot read all of that. I'm going to put some of those screenshots here towards the end of the video so you guys can read for yourself. Bobrisky to jump on the camera again, did another audio insulting Tonto. I'm going to also put that here. Insulting everything about Tonto, insulting even Tonto's kid, saying that Tonto is walking around buying titles for her kid, his lordship, his this and that. Like, Bobrisky, what's your issue? What's your issue? This woman helped you, you helped her. The relationship is over. Just let her be. She's not mentioning your name. You're the one who is jumping over her issues every day, and it's really just ridiculous. And you've still not told us what's paining you deep down in your heart. You've still not told us what is paining you. So as the matter they hot for internet up and down, Tonto is giving Bobrisky back to back. Bobrisky is giving Tonto back to back. Bobrisky's old PA, Oye came. Oye took to her Instagram page and wrote something. Oye said, Bobrisky, we know what's paining you. The fact that you loved Tonto. Tonto loved you. And when Tonto dropped you, when Tonto stopped being your friend, that was your downfall. That was the cause of your downfall. You've never really recovered from that. So Oye was working with Bobrisky at the time when Tonto dropped Bobrisky's behind. Tonto was like, you know what, Bob, your drama is too much. I don't want to deal with you again. So she kicked Bobrisky out of her life. Bobrisky was so mad that time. Bobrisky cried in the house the whole day. Oye was his PA and almost like a maid to him, helping him run errands and all that stuff. So Oye was in the house when Bobrisky was crying that Tonto had dropped him. He pained Bobrisky so much that Tonto did not want to have to do anything to do with him again. Oye came out to say, Bobrisky, I was in your house that time when Tonto called you and said, never call me again. You cried the whole day. You pick your phone. You called 12 people on the phone, explaining to them from morning to night, Tonto, stop talking to me. Tonto dropped me. That's how angry you were. And because of that jealousy in your heart that Tonto had dropped you, you were mad. You promised that you were going to destroy Tonto. So Oye came out today to say that nobody should mind what Bobrisky is saying. It's coming out from a place of jealousy, from a place of hate, from a place of bitterness because Tonto dropped him. So Oye is the one who exposed Bobrisky's real intentions today. From a jealous former bestie to worst enemy. Bobrisky, are you too big to beg for forgiveness? You can just go and apologize to Tonto. Tonto, I loved your friendship. I loved your companionship. You really showed me so many things. You held my hands. You were there for me when the world was against me. Can we be friends again? Was too much for you to calm down from your house and go apologize? And even if you apologize, Tonto can still tell you no, because you're that kind of friend that you've proven that you turn around and bite her in the back again. You stab her in the behind and she doesn't want to deal with you. So why can't you just accept the fact that you guys have outgrown each other? Stay in your own place. Let her stay in her own place. So that's the end of today's gist, guys. Bobrisky and Tonto are dragging each other and they fight over CNO. Bobrisky came out today on Instagram and said, well, somebody whom he respects has told him to back down from the fight, to not post any further pictures or posts relating to Tonto again. Like, I don't believe that. It's fake. Who is the person who told you to stop texting Tonto? Bobrisky will like for mention names, so he would have mentioned the person's name. My big auntie said I shouldn't talk about Tonto. He would have tagged the person. Or my big uncle said I shouldn't talk about Tonto anymore. He would have tagged the person. That's who Bob is. But because he is lying, the fight is more than him. He has seen that Tonto is ready to fight him and expose him. So he's getting scared of the fact that Tonto is bringing receipt after receipt. So he has backed down from the fight, saying that, well, somebody told me not to reply to Tonto anymore. Who is there somebody, Bob? We know you. Under normal circumstances, you would have brought somebody's name since you're just lying. The fight don't pass you and you've seen that you're losing. Your old PA has come out to expose you. Oye has come to expose you now. You don't have any points anymore. Somebody told me to back down from the fight. Which fight? And that's how Bobrisky always come and enter in Tonto's matter. When he hot now, he will run and say, my big uncle has told me to go. Tonto, I'm sorry. I apologize. You were there for me. Only 2021, like 5 months ago, November 2021, like 7 months ago, Bobrisky came out to apologize to Tonto. Tonto, I'm so sorry. You were always there for me. I mean, you helped me. Even though I helped you too, you were always there for me. What happened again today? Attacking the same thing too. Back and forth, back and forth. So these two people, they've not still spoken. Tonto and Bobrisky, I'm convinced there's deeper issues. They've not spoken. They've not really told us what is the underlying factor between this their wahala. They never talk, but one day they go talk. As they keep provoking each other, they keep pushing each other, there's something they are withholding from the public. And one day, my brother say one day you're Bitago boss. When one day, one of them, the Bitago boss, they will finally come out and tell us what's going on. So yeah, until next time, guys, I remain your girl Unana. I think we've come to the end of today's gist. Let me know what you think about this topic, about best friends who betray each other, about best friends who go separate ways and then they start exposing each other's secrets. Why would not if you just break up in a relationship, any man go your own side? Why must you drag each other by the chesticles and the breasticles on the internet? It's just ridiculous. So let us know what you think about today's video in the comment section below. Why will Bob be jumping on Tonto's matter every single time, even when Bob and Tonto not mention in name? What is really paining Bob? I love you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I'll add some videos here so you can watch Bob insulting Tonto. See you guys next time. Goodbye.
See, you know they use write up. Let us use voice notes. Yes. More Bobrisky. I will use voice note to say my mind. Today. Tonto, why are you so bitter? Yes, I know that you and Kemi Olunoyo's issue is none of my business. But it got to my business when you were threatening that woman. That you will spank her. What can you do? What can you do? Stop threatening people. You are nothing but just a dust. Just a dust. You, they're threatening people. Leo. Le anofia o. Le kwensu o. Chineke. Chineke o. Le. Also, Kemi, I'm in Lagos. I will spank you. Spank, slap you there. But let me see. I will choke my mouth because you're full of threatening people. And you cannot do shit. You can't do nada. Auntie Tonto, bia neighbor. Bia were, come and take your food. Ekwensu onye zuzu akirikpa azu. Ogene gita. Anu ofia. Hey who. Akuna. Auntie Akuna. Please help me interpret to her if she don't understand what I'm saying. All my Igbo fans, listen to me. I'm the worst person you can ever have issues with on this Instagram. I might be very calm, but if I come for you, if my thing enter my brain, if one of my brain, if the thing lose, if the nuts lose, you don't finish with that. Where is your foundation? Also, foundation to help people is a lie. When your gullible fans will send money to you to help people, I want to go use that money, buy a packet of weeds. She will smoke weed from morning to night, morning, afternoon, nights. That's her breakfast, lunch, dinner. And no fear. Auntie Tonto, I bought my child a planet, a star in heaven. Snoop Dogg gave me certificates. Hey! Auntie, you sabi lie. Sakamanje International PLC, you are a bloody liar, Tonto. You buy your Peking star. Hey! Also, I buy my Peking star. Hey, you sabi lie. Your own lie self, it pass. Which person I fit compare you with, oh? I'll remember. Oh, my foundation is doing this thing. Guys, go and support my foundation. Is a lie. Nobody is sponsoring your foundation anymore. I'm a born again. I'm a Christian. Born again where they smoke weed. What they do? What they do? Akripazo. Akripazo. Ekwensu. You are broke.